What's up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of the Houston Roundball Review presents Let's Talk Houston Rockets. Happy to say, once again, presented by my man Byron L. Riley, CPA, phone number 832-303-3995. I am, of course, KG Kris Gardner, owner of the Houston Roundball Review. It's Saturday. Wow, I must say, I'm happy to have folks watching me right now. I guess y'all don't have lives either, or whatever, or you just like basketball and you enjoy spending time with the LTHR family. Let's get into it. Talk about the Rockets. King Poop says it right there. Let's get it going. We here. Indeed, indeed. What do I want to talk about? The good, the Rockets winning, holding off the Suns on Friday, or the bad, how they looked on Thursday with 24 team turnovers and getting waxed by the Pelicans on the road. Or how about Tari Eason still being out since January 1st with the stress reaction, I think stress fracture, but has not been officially stated as such. But he's still a week away, I guess. We're waiting on results of the imaging and what have you. But Rockets beat the Suns Friday night in spite of Bol putting on a show. Who was it? Was it Shaq who said Bol is better than Wimby? Man, oh, who knows? King asked, do I think that the Brooklyn Nets picks will be kept by the Rockets? I like how he worded that. No, I think there will be those picks will be involved in trades. I said yes, maybe plural, but for a trade for sure, a trade. Your thoughts on it? Let me look it up to make it official before I say it. But y'all watched the game Friday. Y'all know it. Jalen Green, 14 points. He played 21 minutes. 21. Y'all good with that? He's listed officially in the fourth quarter. Officially 1 second. Y'all good with that? Or do you have a problem with it? Or can you see what some folks also see? Did you hear Coach Udoka's statements, post-game statements? He kind of hinted at, started slowly again. Brought in the reserves like Amen and Cam. Second half, starters woke up. Some of them did anyway. That's what he said. Some of them. He didn't say all of them. He said some of them woke up. So, what y'all think about? It's a new name. I'm not sure if it's a new person, but if you are, thank you very much for chiming in, welcome you to the show, welcome you to the family. This edition of Let's Talk Houston Rockets. We do things a little bit differently here. I'm media. You guys are the fans. I shoot out questions. I respond to your comments and questions, but I am clear. I am not a Rockets fan. I have a credential. Media had it fortunately to have it for a long, long time. But I'm not a Rockets fan. But we're here to talk Rockets with you guys who are Rockets fans. Idiot Investor says he's happy with Jalen Green only playing 1 second officially Friday night. He also adds, he or she, excuse me, I don't know that, he or she, he needs to be gone from this team. Justin, becoming a regular to the channel, the Houston Roundball Review YouTube channel. Email left in the team that brought the most energy. Amen and Cam are becoming a duo. Coach said as such. Exactly. And I have no problem with it. Personally, y'all know how I feel about it. This is a job. You are a pro. It is part of your job is to give effort every game. Give what you got every game. If you are unwilling to do that, if you are incapable of doing that, there are plenty of seats on the bench. So, hey, I have no problem with that. King says, I am feeling a bit hopeless about this team. We don't have a clear superstar yet. Oh, well, King, I'm going to be a little contrarian to your statement because even though this is phase two, it's year one under Coach Ime Udoka. So let's go with that. Does that make it better for you? Do you agree with that? Let's see. Did I hear that Green went off on a local media guy in his DMs? I don't know about in the DMs, and I don't know if it's Roosh. All I know about is I don't know. I'm gonna call it an incident, run in, whatever, involving Jackson Gatlin and Jalen Green. I know about that one, you know, and Jackson apologized for it, kind of, via X. Haven't seen Jackson at a home game in a while since that incident. So if it's something else, if it's a new one, y'all let me know. Fill me in. But as far as I know, Roos does not have a credential either. His was taken away from not either. I think his was removed at some point this season. So he's a fan, not credentialed. So this, from what I know, he may have had a credential at one point, and it could have been a game by game credential. But I believe he does not have that anymore either. I'm fortunate enough to have a season pass and thankful for it. All right. King says I was fair about first year under Coach Ime. Asked me if I think Jalen Green will be on this team come beginning of the 2024 season. Well, I would not be surprised if he's somewhere else. Not sure if it'll happen this summer. It will be looked at. I feel certain of that. Let's see. Justin says Bruce said Jalen was upset with him, and he told him that he isn't a six man, that Ime isn't using him right. Okay. Some of y'all want Jalen to be a six man. Some of y'all also don't believe Jalen as a six man won't be worth the money he's seeking. So if those things do not intersect, then something has to happen. And Jalen may not be here next season. King says, I can't even think of any possibilities for who to trade for. DeJounte, Zion, Ingram are the only thoughts. Oh, there'd be other possibilities. Kicked around last night at the game with a colleague. And I said the same thing to that colleague. Just wait come summertime, because he kind of said some of the same things you said. For who? Trading for who? There's no one available. Just wait come summertime. Things change. Just wait. Things change. So the door is not closed. Jalen has made it clear he doesn't want to be a six man. He can't go off like that. Just makes him look bad, look soft. I go back to it, Justin. Similar to what I said minutes ago. His job, the job of pro players when they're getting paid, do your role, excel in your role, be a team player. Don't rock the boat. If you rock the boat, if I'm in charge, I don't have to play you, and I won't play you. You can sit on the bench and get paid until we find some other place for you that's better for us. If he doesn't want to be here, he can make that clear publicly. He can make it clear privately. Rockets come summertime can try to accommodate him. But don't just give him away for scraps. Do what's best for the franchise. You know, I'm not, I still believe in Jalen's potential. I do. I don't want to give him away for nothing if I'm Rafael Stone. If he doesn't want to fit here, if he doesn't want to be a team player here, that's on him. They're looking like high lottery pick, yes. And it depends on where it lands. We'll find out more, in the lottery in May where it lands because heck, if the Rockets get lucky in this draft, I mean, I don't know if you think it's lucky to win the first pick in this draft. I don't know, but it gives you more leverage just in case there is an NBA team that has an eye on someone with that top pick. Then if the Rockets get lucky or Phil call that team, what is it worth to you? How bad you want this pick? Let's talk. That's all I'm saying. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. You enjoying the stream? Well, Thriller, welcome. I'm coming back to you, idiot investor. Just 1 second. Thriller, how you doing? We chatted about TSU about an hour ago about the women's team. Men's team did win, unfortunately. But back to the newcomer, the new member to the family. I got a waiver on what I said, kind of. He's just not being consistent enough. But for a while, I said that I still believed long term Jabari would have a better pro career than Paolo Banchero. That seems less and less likely. Jabari not shooting efficiently, consistently. Rebounding numbers kind of come and go. He's just not putting the numbers on a consistent basis yet. And definitely not to be better than Paolo Banchero. So he still has ways to go. And it goes back to the Rockets. Y'all believe Alperen Sengun is the Rocket star of this team? Y'all agree with King Poop that the Rockets don't have a clear superstar yet? What do you think? It's clear it's not Jalen Green. Okay, it's clear about that. We all agree on that. Let's see. Oh yeah, King. I thought it would at the draft. I'm not going to change. I'm not going to run from it. I'm going to own up to it. Do I think Rockets had made the play in? Would they have overachieved? Personally, to me, I think that'd have been overachieving if they made the play in. My man Jamon thinks differently, but even Jamon has kind of come back away from it, and Jamon still has Rockets having a successful season, winning 40 games. Rockets right now are 25-31. 26 games left in the season. So they'd have to go 15. And I'll ask y'all, do y'all believe the Rockets can still get to 40 wins this season? So that would mean going 15-11 these last 26 games. I think it's more and more difficult. Tony M., thank you as always for your support and your comments here. Hey, Kings. Yeah, like I said, it's all good. We make mistakes. We sharing our opinions. I'm one of those. I'm not going to run from my opinion. I'm wrong. I admit it. Nothing wrong with being wrong. If you admit it, don't run from it. Don't hide from it. But part of this discussion, what part of makes this show good is most of us are accountable for what they say, what they type, and don't run from it. It's all right to be wrong. Admit it. I'm not going to die from being wrong. Not on here. Okay? Almost everybody on here has been wrong at some point. And if you haven't, you will be. So that's just, that's how it is. Thrillo says Alp is the best player, but he's not good enough at this point to carry a team. Y'all agree with that? He does have kind of moments, especially defensively. He just can't handle the big dudes. He just can't. On defense, he just can't. He just can't. Steven Adams will be just a gift from the heavens for Alp next year if Steven is healthy. The investor says, I think the Rockets will not make the play-in. I agree with you. But we can get to 40 wins if a man starts over Jalen. We'll see. I think this week will tell. These next 4 games will be a good indicator if the Rockets get to 40 wins. We'll get to 40 wins. Correct cuts. Myth 35 W's in the building. Glad you were here. Welcome to the discussion, family. And go back to Tony's comment here. Tari being injured hurt him, hurt the Rockets, clearly. And it is a mystery. The Rockets simply will not divulge what is exactly wrong with Tari Eason. Y'all see him. I don't know how much you can tell from watching on TV if you're not at the games at home, the home games, or if you're a fan of another city, able to attend the game on the road, a Rockets road game, I should say, because it's home for you. Tari seems to walk without a limp. Okay, but obviously, walking without a limp is not the same as playing without pain. I'm not a doctor, but I play one on TV. I'm kind of curious as to why. I mean, why he's not in a boot to relieve some of the stress on the leg, if that would help something, because he hasn't played since January 1st. I agree with Thrillo. I've said it a few times. It has to be a stress fracture. Has to be. King Pook says Şengün can be that guy, but he needs to develop a more well-rounded offensive game. And we also need a Chet Mobley type of player next to him for us to be great on defense. Justin says Tari is becoming the new Mr. Street Clothes. But I'm not going to post correct cuts comment. It's funny, though. Let me go. Idiot investor. This is something for the audience, but also give you a heads up for the good comments and questions and things of that sort. Salute everybody so far. So far, no one has deserved the gas face yet. So we're still, but it's there. It's in the waiting room. You know, I haven't got this far yet. Correct cuts. I hope not. Don't tell me Tari going to be the new VO, Victor Oladipo. I hope not. You know, y'all knock on wood. I mean, man, because Derek, how you doing? Thank you for chiming in. It's been a minute. Good to see you here on the show with the family. Friday night's game was interesting and kind of redundant as well. Rockets had a slow start, starting 5, started slowly again. Suns went up 22-6. Coach put in a man, Cam, Aaron Holiday. Rockets went up, outscored Phoenix 37-20 in the second quarter. Suns looked like they couldn't defend me at points in the game. Third quarter, Suns kind of hung around, but Devin Book took 15 shots in the first half. 15 and made 5 of them. I think KD was struggling making shots in the first half. He was like 6 or 15. So your two leading scorers for Phoenix combined to go 11 for 30. But third quarter came around, Rockets kind of going through the motions. Fourth quarter, KD heated up, Bol heated up, and next thing you know, Rockets down by 2, 198. Then Book came back in the game, took 2 bad shots, and Rockets went up by 5. Man, it's just one of those games, man. I don't know. because I thought Bobo hurt himself in his chance to be a closer Friday night. He had an open three down final seconds and he didn't shoot. He was hot. He was in the zone and he hesitated. Rockets say, thank you very much. We'll take that dub. This is fair. When teams double LP, no one cuts, but I mean, that's fair. That's moving without the ball is a lost art. It really is. And you have to run with purpose, cut with purpose, not just run around like you have no clue what the hell's going on. But don't just stand still when the ball goes into the post. Move, cut hard to the hoop. I'm in Friday night, block a book jumper, a KD jumper, and a bowl jumper. Young fella, special defensively. He and his brother are really, really, really good defensively. Both of them are legit defensive players already. King Pook says, terrible trade, Suns trade for KD. They dumped their future plus McHale and Cam Johnson for a 34-year-old Durant. Correct Cut says this. He doesn't always agree with Jackson Gatlin, but he's leaning toward agreeing with him on regarding Jalen. Jalen can cuss Jackson out all he wants, but Jackson is right. Jalen does need to come off the bench. And then he says from his chest, yeah, I said it. All right. One of my buddies said the same thing, man. Said the same thing, Justin. That some of this offense looked like the same thing Rockets ran with Steven Silas. Exactly. Oh, are y'all sure some of y'all aren't my buddies in media? I mean, because some of the thoughts, y'all exact conversation we had Friday night. Derrick says, it was good last night. He was. I mean, the energy he played with, he played 9 minutes in the fourth quarter. Jalen Green played a whole 1 second in the fourth quarter. A whole entire big fat 1 second in the fourth quarter. I'm in 9 minutes, 18 seconds. Made one or two free throws, 4 boards, 2 assists, 1 block shot in the fourth quarter as Rockets held on to beat Phoenix and win by 4, 114, 110. So, yep, King Pook says Ime is not an offensive coach. He needs to put his ego aside and hire an offensive coach to his staff that can run that side of the ball. Tony M., he is the president of the Cam Whitmore fan club. How many members of the fan club, Tony? How many members you got in that fan club already? Because you're proud of being a Cam Whitmore fan. Correct Cut says he still believes in Jalen, but he's ready for Cam to shine. Who I don't know, Justin. I thought about when I read off the comment. Who exactly is in charge of the offense? If it's Royal Ivy, I'm not sure. Logic Aziz, Slam Whitmore. Tony says the fan club that he's president of is member 1 deep. Okay. Well, you won't be outvoted. So, yeah, Green has told Jackson and Roosh he ain't a 6-man. Man, he can tell them that all he wants to. See, Tony not alone. Derrick says he's a proud member of the Cam fan club. But yeah, Jalen can tell Jackson, Roosh that all he wants to. Jackson's not Rafael. Jalen is not Rafael Stone. Jalen is not Coach Udoka. Oh, hey, you don't like your role here? Again, I go back to it. If you don't want to be here as a six man, and if the staff, front office feel it's best for you as a six man to help the team win and achieve its goals, then we will try our best to accommodate you in a deal that makes sense for us. Simple as that. Go back to it. I said it 2 weeks ago. Come summertime, the Rockets will resume trade talk for Jalen Green. Seemed like Jalen's doing his part to make that happen. That's fine. What do y'all think about that? Like I said, I'm not a fan, so it doesn't bother me whether he's here or not. I will cover the team regardless if he's here with the Rockets or somewhere else. Someone proposed Jalen Green and filler for Jordan Poole. No, my God, no. Jordan Poole, man, you talk about a ball hog. No, wait. Goodness, no. He isn't a team player at all. No, no, no. No. Again, no. Would things have been different for KPJ? Was it? Probably not. Nope, because he always just seemed to do something wrong. No. So Greenleaf exclusive. Jalen Green hasn't been benched yet as a starter, so technically he's right. That's fair too. He's still in starting five. Correct. And coach, after thinking about it over the time off for the All-Star break, decided to not make changes in the starting lineup since Fred is healthy now. And with Fred in the starting five, the Rockets have had more success. So he wants to see how it works with Fred healthy again. Are y'all good with that? Do y'all agree with the logic? Or did you just want to see coach make a change with the starters because it's time to do it? Fred healthy or not? What do you think about that? See, we got another member of the. See, Tony, the team is growing. The Cam team is growing, Tony. Correct Cut says he thinks Cam is better, just like Cam more. Do I think the impact of Jalen losing Josh Christopher and KPJ has impacted him mentally? It could. It's possible. Losing, realizing this is a business, and seeing your friends not here anymore. It's possible. But this is a business. This is the pros. Sometimes it's cold. It's cold business. But this is the pros. And Jalen, as a pro, is a professional. He has a job to do. And if has allowed, don't know if he has or not, but if he has allowed his friend not being here to impact his game in a negative way, he better correct that. Thriller with a good point. Keep Jalen as a starter for trade value this summer. Y'all agree with that? Greenleaf getting some shine from Justin. He thinks Greenleaf is a fellow YouTube content creator talking about the Rockets. He's watched a few of the videos. Yes, he does. And at one point, he emailed me, and at some point, I would email him, and I had email problems, so I never know if he got it or not. So I think those problems with my service have been corrected. I'm not sure. I hope so. Greg Cuts ads. Yes, Greenleaf got his own channel. Devrick says, I want Cam in the dunk contest and blow out the candle. The Gerald Green special edition Slam Jam. It's time. Jalen needs to play Michael Jackson and listen to Man in the Mirror. King Poop. I am fine with keeping Jalen as a starter for trade value. Another one. But everything is public information. teams will know that he is shooting under 41% from the field. Exactly, Justin. Exactly. Yeah, Green, Jalen better worry about himself if he is affected by KPJ because the NBA is fleeting. Careers are short. And this is a business. It's cutthroat. Don't some youngsters, some older vets who still are misguided believe that their stuff don't stink and that the NBA will cease to exist without their presence in it. Y'all are so wrong. So wrong thinking that way. King Pook asking me if I were GM, what would be my biggest priority this off season? Got to get a shooter. Got to get some more shooting here. I like Steve Adams' addition. I like what he can bring if he's healthy, but got to get some shooting. And I would take phone calls for Jalen Green. Yes, no question about it. Correct Cut says he just doesn't want Jalen to be a bust. I mean, I know what you're saying and your perspective, but if he is, he is. If he is, cut bait, move on. He wouldn't be the first bust. He won't be the last bust. So I know where you're coming from, but hey, don't hold on to a mistake too long because it hurts the franchise. Justin coming strong today. Folks like Jordan Poole, if they don't change, will be gone. Careers get cut short real fast. Indeed. And it seems like it. If he doesn't want to be here, talking to Roosh and Jalen and Jackson Gatlin, I don't know what purpose that serves. You want to get it out there, you know, tell that to Ego, tell that to Fagan, tell that to folks who are at the home games. Yeah, I said it. Tell that to media people who are there at practice, who still have credentials, who aren't fans. Tell that to the media. King Pook says it's a sunk cost about Jalen. Yeah, if he's a bust, he's a bust. We got to cut our losses and keep pushing. That's it. That's it. It's a business. This is not personal. If he fits, I am. I sure am. I'm standing on business. You give people time to shine. If they don't shine in that time, it's time to move on and give other folks a chance to shine. Rockets trying to win a championship. They're not trying to make friends and coddle people. They're trying to win a championship. That's what the fans want. The fans want the Rockets to compete for and ultimately win a championship. Rocket fans and the Rocket organization not worried about hurt feelings. These are adults. These are pros. These are grown-ass men. Act like it. Act like a professional. Do your job. You're getting paid well to do it. You don't want to be in this role. You don't want to be in that role. And it's hurting how you help the team. You're not impacting winning. Then why are you here? If you don't want to help the team win, sit down. Sit down. Because at some point, if he doesn't want to be here, the Rockets have players who could take his spot. And there are fans in this stream right now who are already pushing for that person to take his spot. I don't have time for people who don't want to be here and who don't want to win here. Oh, yes, King Pooh, yes. No question. Yes, definitely. Yeah. Yeah, no question. Jackson's a fan. Yeah, he's more fan than media. And his popularity has tilted him more to fandom than being media. Yeah, no doubt. No question. No question. And I'm not going to speak for other colleagues, but he's standing alone. He's really he's not with media anymore, us anymore. Hey, Greg Cut says here to get back to it. Just doesn't see how he doesn't see himself as a six man when it's been great. Exactly. We got great examples of dudes who have excelled in the role as six men. Tony M asked a question: chemistry would plummet if Jalen hit the bench. I don't think so. That's up to Jalen. That's up to him. The staff talked to him and explained to why they want to do it. And then if he shines in that role and the Rockets win, it's great for everybody. They talk to him, bring him off the bench as six man, and he pouts and does not help the team win. That's on him. Because at that point, the Rocket players, the fans, media, the franchise will look at him. You're the problem. You're the one who doesn't want to help us win. It's you. It's not Dylan Brooks. It's not Fred. It's not Cam. It's not Amin. It's not LP, Jabari, Coach. It's you. So it's on him. If he wants to be a team player and win, that's on him. If he doesn't want to win, if he just wants to get points, this is not that place. This is not that place. No. Justin didn't say that. As far as I know, he still has credential. I just haven't seen him at a home game for a while. So I don't believe he's been revoked. He has not been in the game for a while, at a home game. But in terms of how he covers the team with his fan slant more than objectivity slant, yeah, most of us not going to deal with him. So that's from our perspective. I'm not speaking for the Rockets organization and the credential perspective. But hey. King Pook says the Rockets have to look at themselves as well, though. They baby Jalen from the jump. Yeah, that's a different era. Different staff. That staff is gone. There's a new sheriff in town. And trust, Steven Silas is not running things in Detroit. And Detroit is not traded for Jalen Green. So, no, that's not happening. Jalen Green has talent, is a talented young man, a talented ball player. His defense has improved. He's made some strides this season. But a lot of y'all have said it here on these shows. Too often than not, he does not impact winning. Eco's going back and forth between here, San Antonio, and Memphis. He's covering all three of those teams for the Athletic. So yeah, Eco's busy. He keep putting in those miles. And Steven tried to do it one way. I mean, hell, Steven was hired when James Harden and Russ were still here. And then they bailed. And then it became a nursery. So hey. Your thoughts on this edition of the Houston Roundball Review presents Let's Talk Houston Rockets about the Rockets game Sunday, or the next two games against OKC. Got to do it. Visit sponsor of the show, ByronRileyCPA.com. That's the website. I know y'all are high rollers, big ballers. Need some tax advice, some tax help. Call Byron Riley, CPA, at 832-303-3995, or go to his website, ByronRileyCPA.com. I know we got some hot rollers here, some just folks who are ready to spend that merch and buy some more Houston Roundball Review merch. Get that done. Click that shop button. Let me see. But hey, this is the Rockets. What about Sunday and Tuesday? Thank you, King Poop. Thank you very much. And that's what I try to distinguish myself for everybody to know. There are other outlets that are fan sites. That's okay. That's what they want to do. That's fine. I'm not a fan of any of the local teams, even the Cougars. I cover the Cougars. I'm an alum. But y'all ask how I feel about some of the stuff at UH. They know I'm not a friend of theirs if they don't do right. I'm going to call them out. I keep it real. I keep it a buck. I'm objective. I give you credit when it's due, but I'm going to criticize you when it's also due. Yeah, Derrick, that's not happening. Not happening. Officer Thompson's not coming here for Jalen Green. No. And see, Tony M likes this as well. Gives him a reason to troll me about my Pistons. That's fine. The Red Wings are starting to win again, so y'all can't troll me about them anymore because they're getting back to the playoff times. That's good. Justin asked if I have any complaints about merch. Nope. So far, no. And I'll keep it honest with you. I ordered a mug, an FTS, a Folks Talking Sports mug, and the handle was broken. So I sent it back to them, and I got a new mug in less than a week. Most of the merch is delivered. I have not heard anyone who's purchased merch so far, be it a mug, a shirt, a hoodie, where it's taken longer than 10 to 14 days. I'm happy to say. Thrillo, from his point of view, he's not a fan. He's a supporter of the local teams. And let me say this, because, hey, y'all can be a fan. Excuse me. Y'all can be a fan. Just be real. Be objective. Don't be blind. Don't have blind loyalty. Be objective. That's all. That's all I ask. Just be objective. Thank you, Real. This is good. Justin, I see your question. Get to it just a second. Rockets are, 25-31. So they got 26 games left. So 26. So for you, 35 wins. That's just 10 more wins. 26 games left. Do you think the Rockets will get more than 10 wins out of these next 26? I think my 36 prediction is still looking kind of strong. I'm good. Happy to hear Tillman trying to get hockey back here. Well, an NHL franchise here. Yeah. I'd be all for it. Especially if it means I can go see the Red Wings at least once a season. Heck yeah. Definitely I'm for that. Oh, new name. Well, not new. I'm sure you've been here before. Welcome back. I remember you. You're in North Carolina. State of a lot of Cougar connections. So thank you for your comments. Thank you for taking time here this evening to join us again on Let's Talk Houston Rockets. King Pook says, this rebuilding process is making me realize how hard it is to find a superstar in this league. Yeah, it is. Yeah. 6 top 20 picks and a failed KPJ rehab project later and project later, and we still are searching. Yeah, it's hard. You need some luck involved. OKC is the outlier. But even that, SGA's been in the league, what, 6 years, 6, 7 years? So he started to shine, what, year 5, year 4? Now he is one of the best players in the league. Rockets don't have that just yet. Correct Cut says, yep, 10 should be attainable. All right. So we'll see. But yes, these next 4 games. Sunday, home against OKC. Tuesday, I think I'm right. Tuesday's game starts at 9 o'clock Central. It's the late game on TNT. Y'all confirm that for me, but I think that's right. 9 o'clock on Tuesday night. And then Phoenix 2 more times in Phoenix. And I'm not sure what Phoenix team is going to show up. If Brad Beal will be healthy to play those 2 games. If Bol will catch lightning in a bottle 2 more times, who knows? Phoenix defense kind of shaky too. Sometime last night I was like, what are y'all doing? Ugh, man. But, OKC has landed on, I think they got a superstar, first things first. That's a start. And got so many draft picks, and they've hit on most of them. But, he's not, where was Poku selected? They let him go. They got so much talent, they're letting other talented players go. But that's what they're going to have to do. They have to start spending this money on these guys soon and still have a lot of picks to make trades or do something with those. Justin says, yep, the whole Stone making KPJ a guard. Heck, point guard really was a fail. Yep. Let me go back up because I want to get back to it here. Devrick says, Greenleaf exclusive Rocket Chop Shop, Locked on Rockets, and this platform keep bringing the gospel of what to be done and tell like it is. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. King says, Rockets are going to go 2-2 these next 4 games. And the Suns will kill us. You think so? All right. Well, they're playing OKC twice and they're playing Phoenix twice. So where will the 2 wins come from? King Poop says Poku was 17th overall. I'm thinking SGA is older, though. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I meant. Thank you for the correction. Let's see. My team lose. Yes. Orlando lost. Orlando beat Detroit by 3, 112-109. So, yep, Detroit is now losing again. That's okay. Playing some of the youngsters. Some, not all of them, but some of them. Quinn Grimes played tonight. First game in a Detroit uniform. Back from knee issues. Had some moments and had some bad moments, too, because he's not healthy yet. King Pook says in caps, Stone needs to be fired. Aside from contract negotiation and drafting, which is a groupthink type of effort, he has been bad. In what ways? In what ways? Plural. Yes, Isaiah got suspended 3 games for his run-in with Drew Eubanks. But the police charges were dropped. So that's at least a positive. I think he still needs to go get his go to some anger management classes because he just got to control that temper. Come on, man. You just, and I'm being real with him. You're being selfish. Going after opponents and getting suspended, that hurts you and the Pistons. So what did you gain by that? For that punch? You lost money. You hurt your team's chances because they need you. Was it worth it? Was that punch worth it? I doubt it. It's a team sport. It ain't just about you. So I don't, y'all see how I am. I'm critical of Pistons. I'm critical of Rockets. If you deserve it, I'm gonna call you out. Jamon, let's see. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Which star would I say the Rockets would most likely pursue in the off season? Where the Minnesota is thinking about trading Cat for cap relief? Who knows? That's possible. Like I said, folks who chimed in on, what was it, King Pook or someone earlier in the show was wondering who the Rockets could trade for, what stars. Don't worry. There'll be some folks they can go get in the summer. Don't worry. Do I think Cade is on the same path? No. Nope. And part of it, Cade missed basically all of last year. He played 12 games. So he's in year 2, season 2 of his NBA career. He's healthy and he's a different kind of player. He gets assists too. So no. Nope. Now you might have a problem next year if Monty Williams keeps doing baffling things as a coach, but no. Crossroad, not just yet. No. Oh, what is this here? About Rondo being a kingpin and serving jail time? No comment. no comment on that. Let's see. King Pook about Rafael Stone. He has been bad with trades. Okay. I just wanted you to, back it up. That's all. Trading for VO, who clearly said he would only sign with the Heat. Yep, that was awful. Trading Jared Allen for late first round pick. Yeah. Yeah. And you got more coming from the top rope with more. Holding off on trading EG and Tucker. Now the Eric Gordon one, for a while, Eric wanted to be here. He did not want to be traded. And then finally, he realized that the Rockets were going with the youth movement and it was time to go elsewhere with a chance to win again. So for part of that, holding on to EG, because Eric didn't want to be traded. He wanted to come here. He wanted to stay here. He wanted to try to be the leader in the locker room, even though he wasn't a vocal leader. He's led more by action and example. John Wall thing, yeah, that was a disaster. Yeah. 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 A-Wall, Coach Wall, all that stuff. He gave names for that one. Yep. It's a business, and well, from that perspective, yeah, I mean, most of us, we were like, man, go ahead and trade Eric, man. You're just holding on. Trade him. Give him that spot to one of the youngsters. Go ahead, do it. So I won't disagree on that one. Justin says Stone was a new GM and wanted to be in the good graces of players, so he was doing what was best for Tucker and EG. Part of that is true. But ultimately, the job of the GM is to do what's best for the franchise. So we'll see what Rafael does this summer. So I think I missed somebody's question. Let me see if I missed it or not. No, I think I'm caught up. All right. Justin, give me your predictions for oh, Jamon, I know you agree. I know you agree about Rafael Stone. Stone tanked for 3 years and did not get a star. All he does is sell hope and lose. I think that Utah is further along in their rebuild than the Rockets. What do I think about that? Do y'all agree with that? Is Utah further along? Would y'all agree that, yeah, let me ask that. Is Lauri Markkanen a superstar more so than Alperen Sengun? How about that? Do y'all think that Markkanen is more? Not quite saying he's a superstar, but do you think he's more of a superstar than Alp? Because wouldn't that kind of be more of an indicator of who's further along in the rebuild, Utah or the Rockets? Because which team has a superstar? See, Justin says Laurie is a sidekick to a star player. Tony says after Harden and Morey, he has a little more patience. King Pook and Draymond forming their own team. King Pook agrees with Draymond. He is the fire festival of the NBA, fake promises and Mickey Mouse action. All right. I like that. I like the wording of that too. Be a writer. I like that. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Jamon says Laurie's trade market value is a lot higher than Şengün right now. Correct Cut says Laurie would be the third or fourth best player on a championship squad. Correct Cuts. Do we have extra cap space this summer? Not a lot. Rockets will make a trade. I am convinced of that. I don't know who, but they will make a trade. I'll go back to it. The name we talked about briefly last night. Of course, Tony going to say this, but I'm going to say it again. I've tossed up two names. Both have connections and ties with Ime Udoka. Pick one of the Jays. Tatum or Brown. Pick one. What if Boston flames out in these playoffs? And Jason Tatum says, this is not working like I thought. You know, Jalen is my man and all, but this is not working. I thought we'd have a ring by now. So yeah, let's make this time to make a change. What if he does that? Correct Cut says no. Too expensive. Well, a superstar isn't a superstar expensive. Isn't a superstar going to cost money? Right? Justin says he thinks Giannis has control like Harden. I'm laughing at the Bucks now. I'm just y'all had a man who was what 34-13 and ran him off and brought in a coach who can't win up 3-1 numerous times. King Pook with this assessment. I think Şengün will be better than Laurie long term, but right now Laurie is better. King Pook says Jaylen Brown is a no because he isn't a superstar and he is paid like one. Okay. All right. We'll see. Correct Cuts likes homegrown talent. We got Cam and Şengün and Bari. Jamon, not sure we have what the Celtics would want in a trade for one of their star players. They would want a star player in return. We don't have that. We can't just give them picks and young prospects. We shall see. It would help if. Okay. Jalen Green picks, if I'm Boston, Jalen Green picks, obviously first round picks. But I'm going to test y'all. Tony. Jalen Green, Cam Whitmore picks for, Jaylen Brown, one of the Jays. Y'all decide. But if Boston does, I'm saying this, if they flame out in these playoffs, okay, and decide if that means losing the second round, whatever, getting swept in the ECF, whatever. That's Justin going with this. The Caesar want Jalen picks and Tari. That's why I tossed that Cam instead of Tari. Tony says hell no because I included Cam in the deal. But one of those two proposals. What if it's Tony? What if it's this? Jalen picks and Tari. Would that be? Would y'all like that? But I think Boston would ask for Cam. Just putting it out there. I mean, it's February 24th. We got a whole lot of time to discuss it. See, King Pook. Thank you, King. Jalen Green and Cam Whitmore for Tatum. I would do that in a heartbeat. I love Cam, but this is a top player in the league. Y'all be serious. Tony, you have a retort to that statement right there? Tony says, I'm not sending Cam anywhere. He was a blessing the way he dropped to us. This is where y'all are letting your fandom get in the way of a deal and trade proposals. That's why I'm tossing it out there from the media objective perspective. I'm not a fan of, I'm going to cover the Rockets regardless. But hey, Jamon says, go back to Justin real quick. Tari is the glue guy and defensive guy that they miss when they let go of Marcus Smart. Agreed. Utah could probably make that trade because they love Laurie and Collins and picks. Stevens would hang up the phone if Jalen Green was the featured player in the trade. JB Johnson. JB, how you doing, man? JB, get into it. My untouchables are Amin, Tari, and Cam. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay. Correct cuts. Going old school. The 95 championship Rockets brought in one big name to get better as a team and won the second ring from it. That's a long time ago, though. Yeah, you are correct. That is a long time ago. A different era. King Pook says, in terms, let me see here. Tatum grew to what he is. We haven't seen these guys yet. He wants to hold on to him. Oh, JB, is this your trade proposal to Boston? How about that one? Jalen and Şengün. How about that? I think Boston would. I think Brad would. He'd talk to me, Rafael. That intrigues me. Let's discuss that further. King Pook says, y'all must think Cam is the next coming of LeBron. He's a great scorer. One of the worst passers in the league. Yeah. Tony, Tony's response, King he's a rookie. Justin, it's wild that more and more folks are willing to trade Jalen now, but his comments are just adding fuel to the fire. Yeah. And it's like I said, if he doesn't want to be here, the Rockets will assess it and do what's best for them. Because, yeah, I still believe he's talented, but it's on him. If he's not happy here, if he does not want to be here, then the Rockets will do what's best for them. And then if it happens that the deal is good for him too, then it's good for both sides. But the Rockets must do what's best for the franchise first. Okay. Tony, and some of y'all as well who are sports fans, going to be with my man Willie Gibson Sunday late night after the Rockets OKC game. We'll probably discuss the game as well. Going to talk some sports also and the implosion of the NCAA on the next edition of Folks Talking Sports. So that'll be a late night. So get your adult beverage and join us Sunday. Get you a round bar review mug so you can start sipping on your favorite beverage. But we're going to talk Rockets, the NCAA, some Ohio State, some Cougs. Sunday night, looking at, oh my gosh, maybe 10 o'clock start Central. Sunday, February 25th. So don't be a stranger. Come back Sunday night. We might be talking about the Rockets win or the Rockets loss, but we'll be talking about the Rockets as part of Folks Talking Sports with me, KG, and my man, Willie Gibson from Ohio. Idiot Investor, thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Thank you very much. Tell your friends about the show, the content here on this YouTube channel. Come back. Don't be a stranger. The next Let's Talk Houston Rockets will be in a few days. So subscribe to the channel. Click on the bell so you can receive notifications to those shows and the other shows here on this platform, because the Houston Roundball Review is a media group and it covers more than Rockets, college hoops as well, football, including the Texans, Coug football, CFP, all the good stuff. So, family, to Idiot Investor, King Poop, Correct Cuts, Tony M, Jamon, Justin, JB, Deverick Grant, Cheryl in North Carolina. Everybody, thank you very much for taking time out. As always, I really do appreciate you taking time out of your routines, your plans, your nightly plans to participate in the discussion of your favorite NBA team, the Houston Rockets, here on these shows, these live stream shows of Let's Talk Houston Rockets. And these shows, for the next few shows, are sponsored by Byron Riley. ByronRileyCPA.com is the website. His number is 832-303-3995. If you're listening to the podcast, once again, the number is 832-303-3995. Website one more time, ByronRileyCPA.com. Email me at kgardner@thehrr.com if you want to take Byron's place and advertise in the future. Boy, it'd be great to get to a point to have someone foot the bill for an entire year of these shows. So if you want to do that, hit me up an email, kgardner@the, some folks say the, HRR.com. So as always, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for your time. And always remember, the Houston Roundball Review since 1994. Local name, global perspective. Y'all take care.
Game over.